Simpkin.
Nice, Daisy.
Yes, sir.
Since our Redeemer made us glad, then why should men all love so sad? Since our Redeemer made us glad, when from our sin He set us free, love to give our liberty. When sins depart before His grace, then life and health found in its place. When sin departs before His grace, then life and health found in its place. Angels and men with joy sing, all for to see the newborn King. On earth and earth sing that light, which made the angels sing this night. On earth and dawn was we have light, which made the angels sing this night. Glory to God and peace to men, now and forevermore. Amen.
I never knew you had such a sweet singing voice, Daisy.
Yes, sir.
I must send that letter to Frida. She is so very fond of fairy stories and has been ill. So a new tale that nobody has ever read before will certainly cheer her up. My dear Frida, because you are fond of fairy tales and have been ill, I've made you a story all for yourself. It is all about an old tailor who lived in Gloucester. In the time of swords and periwigs and full-skirted coats with flowered lappets, when gentlemen wore ruffles and gold-laced waistcoats of paduasoy and taffeta, there lived a tailor in Gloucester. One bitter cold day near Christmas time, the tailor began to make a coat.
The finest of wedding coats for the Mayor of Gloucester, and a cream-coloured satin waistcoat trimmed with gauze and green worsted chenille. Oh, now, how can I fashion this with the least waste of these expensive stuffs? For I am sure I cannot afford to waste the smallest piece. Now let me see. Two narrow breadths for naught except waistcoats for mice.
Look what I've got. Oh, my! Oh, how beautiful! By my whiskers, I cannot remember when we last had silk of such quality on these premises.
And look at this! And look at this!
Perhaps there may just be... Yes! A magnificent coat, but we'll need more silk. Yes, thank you. Now we'll see.
What does he say?
Ah, yes. One bread here, one bread there, and more thread. Yes, more thread.
Yes, and a measuring tape.
Scissors.
Pins.
Needle.
Yes, yes. More silk. More.
Silk. More silk. We need more silk.
More silk.
More silk. Now, the lining. Ah, yes, of course, just the thing. Yellow taffeta. Yellow taffeta. Yellow taffeta. Yellow taffeta for the lining.
What?
Yellow taffeta for the lining. He says the lining will be yellow taffeta.
Oh, my. Yellow taffeta. Just what I would have chose myself. But has he commenced cutting yet? Oh, masterly.
Masterly. Masterly. Oh, my poor back. But it is done. Now, let me see. That is 1, 2, 3, 12. 12 coat. And then 4 pieces for the waistcoat. Four pieces for all the lining. But there's no breadth at all. Tippets for mice and ribbons for mobs. It's no breadth at all. But 'tis all done. Now, let me see. Oh, I'm so weary. And the light is fading fast. Now then, there's pocket flaps, cuffs and buttons. Let me see. Yes, all is ready for the morning. All ready and sufficient. Except for one item. And I am wanting one single skein of cherry-coloured twisted silk.
The tailor lived quite nearby in College Court. Being so poor, he rented just the kitchen of a house, next to the doorway to College Green. The mice were more fortunate and did not have to brave the bitter cold. With their secret passages and stairways, they could run from house to house. Indeed, all over town, without ever going into the street.
Old friend. We shall make our fortune. Oh, but I am worn to a ravelling. Now, take this groat, which is our last 4 pence, and Simkin, take a china pipkin, and buy a pen'orth of bread, a pen'orth of milk, and a pen'orth of sausages. And, Simkin, with the last penny of our 4 pence, buy me 1 pen'orth of cherry-coloured silk. But do not lose that last penny, Simkin, or I am undone and worn to a thread paper, for I have no more twist. I shall make my fortune, to be cut on the bias. The Mayor of Gloucester is to be married on Christmas Day in the morning, and he hath ordered a coat and an embroidered waistcoat to be lined with yellow taffeta, and the taffeta sufficeth. There is no more left over in snippets than will serve to make tippets for mice. What can that be? very peculiar. Good gracious. This is passing extraordinary. I'll wager this is all Simpkins doing, the rascal. Most extraordinary. Oh, I'm worn to a ravelling. I wonder what... Was I wise to entrust my last 4 pence to Simpkin? I don't know. The waistcoat is cut out from peach-coloured satin, 21 buttonholes of cherry-coloured silk, to be finished by noon on Saturday. This is Tuesday evening. Oh... Was it right to let loose those mice, undoubtedly the property of Simpkin? Alack, I am undone, for I have no more twist. What is that? Oh, Simpkin. Simpkin, where's my twist? Where's my twist, Simpkin? Oh, Simpkin, I fear I am not well. Where is my twist, Simpkin? I'm ill. I fear I have a fever. I'm so weak. Alack, my hand does tremble so. Well, what of the embroidery? Only the finest stitching will suffice. 21 buttonholes.
21 buttonholes.
Of cherry-coloured twist to be finished by noon.
Oh, finished by noon.
On Saturday.
On Saturday?
No more twist.
No more twist?
And it is already
Tuesday.
Oh.
And it is Tuesday
What is to become of
evening.
the cherry-coloured coat?
No more twist.
And what should he do?
No more
What is to
twist.
become of the cherry-coloured coat?
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
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 Wait for me.
And the waistcoat.
Embroidered with poppies and cornflowers.
The waistcoat of cream-coloured satin by Saturday, you say?
Cut on the cross. Yes, and lined with yellow taffeta.
For the mayor's wedding.
To be finished by Saturday, and it's Tuesday evening.
Trimmed with gauze and chenille to be ready for Christmas Day.
What a magnificent
Ah, these venison pasties. Fit for a mayor's wedding.
He gave us tippets for mice. Oh, my. Here we are. Is all clear?
In the tailor's shop in Westcott Street, the embroidered silk and satin lay cut upon the table. And who should come to sew them when the window was barred and the door fast locked?
mare's wedding clothes. For there is no more twist. No more twist. The twist. The twist. What shall become of us?
The tailor had lain ill for 3 days and nights, and now it was Christmas Eve. But it is in the old story that all the beasts can talk in the night between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in the morning, though there are very few folk that can hear them or know what it is they say.
Get up and make your pies, bake your pies, bake your pies. Get up and make your pies on Christmas Day in the morning.
Oh, dilly, 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 oh, dilly, dill. Oh, what shall we have for supper, Mrs. Bond? There's geese in the larder and ducks in the pond, but my master's cupboard is as empty as old Mother Hubbard's.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor doggy had none.
Right across the Banbury Cross.
King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bone, and he called for his fiddle three.
Hey, diddle, diddle, the cat and the fiddle, all the cats in Gloucester, except me.
Lives in the well, Kitty alone, a merry mouse in the mill. Cock me carry, Kitty alone, It was a frolic in the well, Kitty alone, a merry mouse in the mill. Cock me carry, Kitty alone, a froggy word, a woolly rhyme. A sword and buckler by his side. He was on his Isle set. His boots they shone as black as jet.
Tailors went to catch a snail. The best man amongst them durst not touch her tail. She put out her horns like a little Tailor cow, and run, tailors, run, or she'll have you all eaten now. Diddle, dinkety, poppety, pat, the merchants of London.
Dear me! And the key is under the tailor's pillow.
So merrily marched the merchant men. There I bought a pipkin and a popkin, a slipkin and a slopkin, all for 1 farthing.
3 little mice sat down to spin. Listen, boys, try and keep it in. What are you at, my 5 little men? Making boots for gentlemen.
Shall I come in
more twist. No more twist.
No more twist. Saturday, the mayor is... Alack, I am worn to a ravelling, but I have my twist.
Lovely day for the mayor's wedding.
Beautiful day for the wedding.
Happy Christmas. A fine day.
Yes, it's a beautiful day. Happy Christmas.
A beautiful day for the mayor and his bride.
Alack, I have my twist. But no more strength nor time than will serve to make me one single buttonhole. For this is Christmas Day in the morning. The Mayor of Gloucester shall be married by noon. And where is his cherry-coloured coat? Mind thinking. Let me open the door. My fever must still be with me. I cannot believe my eyes. Oh, joy! The miracle! Oh, these exquisite roses. Just look at the pansies. Oh, the poppies. Oh, I've never seen such cornflowers. But what is this? Such tiny writing. No more twist.
How beautiful.
A fine coat.
Such ruffles. Such embroidered cuffs and lappets.
Just like the mayor's. Magnificent.
Such tabby silks and rosebuds. Oh, but the buttonholes are the greatest triumph.
The stitches of those buttonholes were so small. They looked as if they had been made by little mice.
On Christmas night, oh Christians sing to hear the news the angels bring. On Christmas night, oh Christians sing to hear the news the angels bring. News of great joy, news of great mirth, news of a merciful King's birth. Then why should men on earth be so sad since our Redeemer made us glad? Then why should men on earth be so sad since our Redeemer made us glad? When from our sin he set us free, all for to gain our liberty. Out of darkness we have light, which made the angels sing this night. Out of darkness we have light, which made the angels sing this night. Glory to God and peace to men, now and forevermore. Amen. On Christmas Day, oh Christians sing. On Christmas Day.
have just been watching the film of one of the delightful stories that were written and illustrated by Beatrix Potter, one of the most popular children's authors in the world. Her fame started nearly 100 years ago with the publication in 1902 of The Tale of Peter Rabbit, and that fame continues and grows today. Beatrix Potter was a Victorian child. She was born in 1866 in London, where her father was a wealthy lawyer, living in a big house in a fashionable London square. Today, we might think that Beatrix had a lonely life. She seldom saw her father and mother except to say goodnight, and she didn't go to school and meet other children. She lived upstairs on the 3rd floor of the house, where she was cared for and taught lessons by a nurse and later on a governess. But that was how the children of the well-to-do middle-class parents lived in those times. There were servants and horses and carriages, making it a comfortable, well-ordered life for the Victorians who had money. Their children were expected to be seen, but seldom heard. Beatrix lived this rather lonely life in the upstairs nursery until she was 6, when her brother Bertram was born. She was already starting to show a strong interest in flowers and animals, and in drawing pictures of them. Although Bertie was a lot younger, they became great friends, and as he grew up, they were allowed to keep an extraordinary variety of pet animals: rats, mice, rabbits, guinea pigs, lizards, squirrels, hedgehogs, and even a bat. These pets gave them endless pleasure, and would eventually lead Beatrix to her immense fame as an artist and a storyteller. She wasn't just fond of her pet animals, but fascinated by them. She studied them closely and drew hundreds of pictures of them, not childish squiggles, but meticulously accurate, scientifically detailed pictures. She was a keen observer in her own private schoolroom and at public museums, and her drawings became so good that her father engaged art teachers so that she could be properly trained. But mostly, she taught herself. When her brother was sent away to boarding school, she was sometimes lonely, but she was too busy to be bored. She read a great deal, and studied her animals, and flowers, and funguses, and beetles. She became a very knowledgeable naturalist, and always an artist. Beatrix found her mother somewhat cold and distant, but she was fond of her father, and shared many of his interests. The whole family went on holiday regularly to the country together. Every summer they would spend as much as 3 months in the suitably big kind of house that Mr. Potter always rented. They must have made a pretty impressive spectacle, the family, their entourage of servants, and piles of luggage. Beatrix always took her pet animals away with her, even on trains. The immortal Benjamin Bunny was taken as well, on a lead. Mr. Potter was a very keen and gifted photographer, using a delayed time switch when he wanted to be in the picture as well. Everybody had to sit absolutely still, which tended to make them look rather solemn. The family took their summer holidays in Scotland every year until Beatrix was 16. Mr. Potter then made a change that was to have a profound effect on Beatrix's life. He chose a truly grand castle on the shores of Windermere in the English Lake District. At once Beatrix Potter fell in love with the place. That love was to last and inspire her throughout her life, so that she dedicated her last 30 years to the preservation of the Lake District for the children of today.